I got breaking news and it's nasty work. I promise you this ain't no clickbait. This is real. We got the real scoop, the real motive on why Big U allegedly unalived Rayshawn Williams. Yes, we got the evidence. We got the audio files. It's all about to come out. Big U's son was getting thied by Rayshawn Williams. Big U's son, the football player, is allegedly a zest monster. Big U's son was in Big U's house with Rayshawn Williams playing hide the hot dog. Big U's son. They got the boy down as a witness to the case. They have Big U down for tampering with or threatening a witness in his case. I got the paperwork on that too. This is real. This is real. We about to get into this. First off, shout out to my boy Young Aunt Hefe, okay? For those of my viewers on the East Coast who don't know who Young Aunt Hefe is, he's a reputable 8-tray gangster crip from out of LA. You know, that's the hood Monster Cody's from. He's from over there. And like I said, his name don't got no smut on it out that way. He had a Fed case. His paperwork done been showed online. He's solid. And I got this from his channel first. And he gave me the reference point where to go check it out and verify it and make sure it's solid. So once again, we about to get into the audio. We about to break this down and go through this. Rayshawn Williams, allegedly, Rayshawn Williams was not unalived over a diss track. Allegedly, no, not allegedly, factually. I actually used ChatGPT. Shout out Zip the Drip. I used ChatGPT though to verify what is said in this audio about there have been other rappers who made diss tracks about Big U and have not been unalived. The unaliving of Rayshawn Williams per his family's request to have this audio released was not about a diss track. It was about an intimate relationship between Big U's son, linebacker for the Los Angeles Chargers, Dion Henley, and Rayshawn Williams, his high school football teammate who was living in Big U's house. It is rumored that they were in a romantic relationship. Let's get into this.
And be honest with you guys, bro, I was kind of apprehensive about putting this out. I've known this for about a week and a half now, you know. But she wants to put it out and let people know that her family member wasn't killed over a diss song. Her family member was killed because Big U found out that his son and Rayshawn was fucking around, bro. I'm sorry. It's hard even for me to say. I apologize, bro. I apologize. But that's what his family is saying, bro. And I got the proof right here, right? But it's like, that honestly does make more sense, doesn't it? Big U killed Rayshawn Williams over a diss track. There's 1,000 people that in this Big U. Why they not dead? And that makes more sense because I'm trying to walk myself through the situation, right? So, if I'm Rayshawn Williams and I live with Big U, why would I feel comfortable enough to wear a chain that belongs to his son? Allegedly, the reason why Big U kicked out Rayshawn from his house is because he wore one of his son's chains without permission, right? Why would he even feel comfortable enough to do that unless he knew it was okay? My baby mama wear my shirts all the time. She'll go to the store, throw on some of my sweatpants, one of my shirts, and be out. Come back, done. That's something my partner would do. That's something my baby mama gonna do. That's something my girl would do, is wear my clothes or wear my shirts or wear my chain. That's something she would do. That's my partner. That's my girl. So that's cool. I ain't tripping, bro. Let's unpack this, bro. How the fuck does this make sense? So, Big U is so mad because you wore some of his son's jewelry. Shouldn't his son be mad? If it's his chain, shouldn't he be mad? You stole my chain, bro, and wore it without my permission. I'm mad at you. His son wasn't mad. His dad was mad? How does that make sense? If somebody stole my chain, I'm mad at him. I don't need my daddy to be mad at him. Because look at this. That makes more sense. My son about to be in the NFL. He got a whole career, bro. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with no gay NFL player, bro. They're not gonna fuck with him. You're not gonna ruin my son's career, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. Now you gotta go. That makes more sense than niggas saying, oh, he made a diss song about Big U and he killed him. Everybody made diss songs about Big U, bro. I know like 3-4 niggas that got diss songs dissing Big U. All them niggas still alive. But now this nigga going up for this song. Makes no sense, bro. But it does make sense that if you found out that your son was fucking with one of his teammates and they were having sex, or that was his man or his boy, now that makes sense. That makes sense why he felt comfortable enough to wear his jewelry out. That makes more sense to why he felt comfortable wearing his clothes, his jewelry, everything. That makes sense, bro. And you got mad about that. Y'all doing too much, nigga. Now, to be honest with you, I can't say that this is the 100% truth. Can I say that? No. But can I say I believe it based off what I've gotten from the family, friends, people that knew them? Yes. As a football player, this nigga ain't got no girl. You ain't married. Nothing. Who not trying to talk to a football player, bro? What girl is not trying to talk to a football player? He ain't got no girl, though. Why? And you a nigga from South Central, too? You a football player? No girl. No girl you entertaining, talking to, nothing? Come on, man. I think what she's saying, from my opinion, I would say it's not a lie. I do see some realism in it because it makes more sense in the diss track narrative. This narrative makes more sense because if I was your roommate, why would I even feel comfortable enough to wear your gold and diamond chain unless I fuck with you like that? It's just like a man with a girl. My girl wear my shit all the time. I done see my baby mama put on my chain and wear it out. I done see my baby mama put on my diamond bracelets, wear them out, because she wanted to act like it was hers and look good and look cute. All right, cool. That's something a couple does. What man would feel comfortable wearing another nigga's chain without permission and that nigga didn't get mad? Big U's son didn't say nothing. He didn't care. It was Big U that said something. He got mad about that because he realized what the fuck y'all was doing. And he had to stop that. Ain't no team gonna take no gay football player, bro. You gay, bro. That makes more sense, bro. Way more. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all thinking, bro. If I sound crazy, let me know. But I don't sound crazy. I'm going off the DMs I got and the DMs I got from a, quote, family member and everything else. That's it.
If we can recall, there was a time back when Wack 100 first started going on his Big U tirades, where he was talking about Big U had beaten his son half to death. I don't know if you all recall that. But that and this new evidence is very consistent. This alleged diss track that is supposed to be over, we haven't heard. And from what I'm hearing, multiple people have made diss tracks about Big U that haven't been unalived. So the mere making of a diss track about Big U has not always resulted in someone's unaliving. So it is said to be that there is a deeper motive, something bigger than that going on here. And it's all starting to make sense. Allegedly. I don't know that football boy. He might be in better shape than me right now. I don't want him running down on me for calling him a fruit pop. But this is the word on the streets. I'm just giving it to my people. If this is indeed true, if the reason that they're calling Big U's son up there as a witness is to admit that he been over there in a sexual relationship with Rayshawn Williams, man, that's going to shock the internet. That's going to really shock the internet. But my thing is this right here. As a man, as a father, and even as a Muslim, I don't think that's just cause for Big U to have unalived that young boy, if that's the case, man. If your son was in there consensually doing that with him, no, I don't think Big U had a right to unalive that boy for that. Or even his son for that matter. I don't agree with that lifestyle. Let me be honest with you. I got some little cousins that's some fruit booty ass little niggas, man. I'm serious, man. I got one little cousin, man. Shout out to my little gay cousin, man. But he a DJ. And he like a gay party DJ. He got the gayest DJ name in the United States of America. You think I'm joking? This nigga name is DJ Space Booty. Space Booty. I can't make this shit up, but the nigga is my cousin. He's really my cousin. So it's like, I don't hate him. You know what I mean? So it's like, I got to keep it 100. Look, I hate the act of homosexuality. I hate the act of a man, laying on top of another man. I don't think that that's natural. But I don't hate the people necessarily who do it. There are people in my family who do that. And like I said, man, they're still my family. I'm not going to sit there and act like I see them. Yo, stay away from me. You a faggot. I don't mess with you. That's fake. I don't do that. They're still my family. We don't cross them lines with each other. I don't have, that type of fear or insecurity, So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. It's not really my business. That's the position I take. What they do with their privacy, with their private parts, is not my business. That's why those parts are private. It's not my business what they do with their private parts for a reason. That's my position with that. But I know what they be doing. But like I said, I don't hate them. I hate the act. Like I got crack smokers. I got love for, but I hate the act of smoking crack. It destroyed a whole generation of our kings and leaders and fathers. I hate the act of smoking crack, but I know crackheads, that's cool with me. I got love for them. So it's possible to hate an act, but not necessarily hate the people who commit the act. And if this is true that Big U allegedly did unalive Rayshawn Williams because he was in there laying that pipe, the Big U's son, man, that's a tall black nigga, man. I don't know, boy. That's a tall black nigga, boy. He might have been there tearing Big U's son up. That's disgusting work. Diabolical. But if that's the case, like I said, Big U was wrong for that. It's one thing to hate the act, but to hate that boy enough to kill him. Unless, I'm sitting here thinking, was that song not a diss track, but an exposing track? Was that tall boy in there talking about, yeah, I had Big U son bunk over the bed. Nasty work! Oh my goodness, I can't believe this, boy. I can't believe it. They said the linebacker was getting back at the line. Whoa. We're going to find out more about this, but as of right now, I should be the only one on the east side with this, man. Man, I got the Cali plug, man. Yo, if this stuff does indeed prove to be true, the whole thing, I'm talking about the case, if once it goes to trial or whatever it does, or he pleads and it comes out, okay, he's really guilty of all of these alleged things, the extortion, behind these bodies or whatever the case may be, it's going to make sense. I understand. It's like, I feel like he's acting out of shame. He feels like he's still got to show and prove he's big bad Big U because he feel like everybody in the neighborhood, is looking at his son like he's a fairy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got some fruit pop in you somewhere, nigga, because this little nigga running around sashay shantaeing, sashaying and shantaeing. You understand? And perhaps that could have played on his pride, ego, and arrogance to the extent where he felt like, I still got to go out there and put my gangster down and let him know ain't nothing soft about Big U. I might have shot a pansy out of my nuts, but I'm thorough. So I got to still be a gangster in 2025, pushing 60 years old. That's what it would appear to be if everything pans out to be true. Remember, this is all alleged still. He hasn't been found guilty yet. But if all this pans out to be true, now I see why they're acting out. You walk around disgraced. You think folks know. Every time you walk out your door, you wonder who know if the heir to your throne is ready and willing to bunk over that throne and let you rail him real good, Oh my goodness. Nasty work. Diabolical work. Ooh. I get it though. I get where the anger would come from. Check in.